Hello, my friends. So, I wanted to show you what we're going to work on today for Challenge Accepted. We are going to use this sketch right here, and this is one that Kathy picked out for her birthday. She said, well, the 12th is my birthday, so can I pick out that sketch? And I'm like, absolutely. So, we're going to use this, and I will try to remember to put it right here while I am creating. Now, I was looking at it and trying to really see what's what. And I'm going to use only one photo. And I know it calls for 3, but you know, sketches, for me at least, absolute jumping off point. It is not set in stone. It's what are you feeling when you see it, go with it. So I liked this background here. There's a diagonal kind of striped background. So I'm going to use this piece of fabulous Vicki Boutin paper. It is called Field of Dreams. So I'm going to use that. And then I liked this big block piece right here. And I have this piece of paper right here. It's by Heidi Swapp, Wolfpack Over the Moon. So I'm going to use that for kind of like the piece that looks white. And then what I did is I went ahead and looked in my Vicki Boutin pattern paper pad. I have this one right here. It is absolutely gorgeous. It is gorgeous. Is this what, Wildflower and Honey? Is that what it's called? Why don't they need to put it right on here? Why isn't it not on there? Actually, I can look on here. Wildflower and Honey. So this is a paper pad for that. And I keep them while I'm working on them in these little Freckle Fawn little kits. Freckle Fawn little pouches. So I'm going to use these 3 pieces right here for the striped part that you see, kind of like there's like banner, different torn, stripe, whatever pieces coming out this way. I know I'm going to use those. And I also have this scrap right here. So if I can use it for something, I will. It's a gutted out piece that I've used before, but I really like these hearts. So in the event that I change my mind, we'll see. And I'll show you why it's like I have to kind of decide. I'm going to use this photo. This is my husband right here, and he went to a Red Wings game with a buddy of his. And you can put yourself into this like photo cutout thing. And it looks like you're on the bench. You're seriously not on the bench, just so you know. Although he did post it on social media like he was, and then his buddies started sending pictures of themselves in the same thing. It's kind of funny. Okay. Phew, that's a lot of explanation, isn't it? So I'm going to go ahead and start crafting and take you along with me. So here we go, friends. All right, friends. So I went ahead and did an 11 by 11. Did I do 11 by 11 or 10 by 10? 11 by 11, I believe. Square, or is it, no, it looks 10 by 10. Square, and I put it right about in the middle of my background piece of paper, and it's giving me, they're both patterns, but it's actually giving me like a little bit more of a restful kind of feel to this layout. Although don't worry, I'll muck it up with all kinds of pattern papers. So I do know, oh, and I did back my 4x4-ish photo with some black cardstock. I have this little stack of black cardstock that I'm working through. That's one of the 10 things from Secret Not Secret Kit Club is black cardstock. So I grabbed out this little stack I had from who knows what, and I've been working through it, and it's really cool because I'm actually getting some traction. Anywho, those Vicki Boutin pattern papers, I believe they are like roughly 3" by 8". And I am liking the colors where they are, but I do need to get a strip going on the vertical, just which will kind of mimic the other photos that are in the sketch. Sorry you have to keep seeing my hair. I tend towards not being very tall, so sometimes I have to reach over it in order to see what I'm doing. Now, the off-white piece of paper I have for my background is a grid, so it's kind of cool. Like I can just use those grid lines to kind of, yeah, I'm using the grid lines to just give myself a bit of a cheat without having to use my T-square ruler. So that's kind of cool. So I'm going to go ahead and try to find 3 different ways to treat the far right side of these pattern papers. All right, so I have that great teal down the vertical, and I ended up going with that teal so that it wasn't bringing yet another bold color in, but it is obviously another pattern that I'm bringing in. Now, a lot of you know that I'm really into using up rub-ons right now, so on my desk, I'm trying to keep like a black and or white set as well as a color set. So this is the color set I'm using right now. It's by Fancy Pants, and they were hand-me-down ones, and I am telling you, they work as well as the day that that you bought them. I have no idea why they're working as well. All right, so I have my rub-on on, and I've gone ahead and auditioned a bunch of the die cut pieces that I have from this kit. I am using a Mind the Scrap kit, by the way. So the die cut pieces that I have are by Vicki Boutin, and I also have some that are by Heidi Swapp. So I have a mix of the two, and I think that little camera at the top is by Heidi Swapp. And let's see, what else? Did I do anything else? I don't believe so. The rub-ons on there, which I had that kind of mimicking, if you look in the sketch, that little star cluster there, that's what I was thinking with that really bold rub-on, and the colors just so happen to work with Vicki Boutin very well. And these are some, this kit came with some washi tape, and you know, I can never use up washi tape. I don't know why, but I am doing my best to try to get some traction. And when I have washi in a kit, I'm really making sure to at least use them on something. I mean, it doesn't take a whole lot with washi. You can really just put a piece here or there, and it can add some color and some layer or whatever. What the washi's doing this time is it's helping me to do kind of like a little bit of a shelf. And then I also put a die cut piece on top of the washi, so I have kind of that slightly shiny, slippery washi tape thing going with a die cut that, you know, is of course quite flat looking. And you know how I only have the one photo on here? I am going ahead and kind of bulking up the area beneath the photo that I have. And I do want to apologize. I know that there's a light glare on it, but I didn't see that while I was filming it because I was busy enjoying myself. Now, that little bin that you see right there, those are my little Frankenstein offcuts of my fun foam, because I do like to use up all the little bits if I can. So I keep them in one of those little containers. Those little containers have lids, just so you know. You can get those at the dollar store, and there's like 10 in a pack or something like that for $1. It's a little crazy. If you have a lot of sequins, those are good for that. Anywho, too much of a PSA. So I am going to go ahead and also start building up a cluster in the upper right part of this layout. So I did go ahead and attach that little rectangle piece that I had in my ephemera pack, kind of on an angle, but then I put the washi straight. And I did decide to grab one of these Vicki Boutin puffy banner pieces, and I went ahead and put that to the upper right. I had a lot of black around the photo, so I thought I needed a strong punch at the top. I believe those stickers that you see are from Vicki Boutin. I think they're called Honey or something like that. I don't know. I am so bad with the names of these things, but I believe they're the Vicki Boutin ones that came with their collection, and they're just a really nice, easy to use black cardstock. I keep for some reason, keep using them without the dot, like over the eyes, but yeah, anyway, keep doing it, and I keep liking it for some reason. So I'm going to use this big die cut piece to the right of my photo to build out my title. My title is slightly long. It's not bad, but it's slightly long. Right, I did have to use some liquid adhesive on the Red Wings word, and the title's not done, but I'll get there. I'm going to go ahead and grab out some of these great little shiny black puffy stars from these Vicki Boutin words, phrases, whatever you call it, and kind of cool bits. I really like the gold color that she used this time. It's kind of right in the middle. It's almost a dirty gold. It's not a super yellow gold, so that's kind of cool. I'm also taking a look to see if there's anything else I can use from that Heidi Swapp sticker sheet. Oh, and I know that you can see my phone and it says 12/12 for the date, but we ended up deciding to do it today, just in case you wondered what that was about. Now those are, I think those are pink paisley little enamel shapes that are right there. I was going to see if I can use them, but then I also decided that I wanted to put some of these rub-on stars in two other places because I have the rub-ons at such a large element on the bottom that I wanted to add it somewhere else as well. All right, so I got my stars on in just a couple places, not a big deal. I just put a couple little star cute things. And now I'm going to go ahead and see if I can get a few of these little cork pieces in. They're just from an old Dear Lizzie set of cork stickers. They literally like don't even have adhesive on them anymore. They just kind of slide around in the package. But I'm doing my best trying to kill off that thicker set. So that's what that's about. Cork seems a little random, but it works for this because I will be bringing in these great little pink paisley little foamy words. It's kind of like a wood grain with a saturated peach on the sides. They're really cool. Now I have gone ahead, I finished my title, which is Big Red Wings Fan, and I went ahead and put 3 wood veneer little arrows on here as well. We're trying to remember that I also have a mountain of wood veneer that should be used. I've always loved it, and I still like it just as much as I did when I bought it, so I should be using it. Oh, I did want to let you know that I'll have Kathy's link below to see what her take on this sketch is. And if you have any questions, ask them below as well. If you would like to like and subscribe, I would be ever so grateful. Is there anything else? Anything else to tell you? I don't think so. Okay, there is a close-up of some of the elements on this layout. I hope you like what I did today, and I will be back ever so shortly with another layout. So thanks so much for watching, friends. Bye-bye.